What's up, viewers? Okay, here's the thing. We are on the verge of episode 10, Monster Musume, aka Everyday Life with Monster Girls. Now, here's the thing. After 10 episodes, we're finally almost at the breaking point where every anime has 12, and then wait for the OVA, and then probably season 2, which honestly I know a lot of fans want this. So here's the thing. This week I'm not going to be doing any live reaction to it because there's been some issues with the Wi-Fi I have in my house a couple of weeks, But that doesn't stop me from doing videos. So for this whole week, you're gonna get live reviews of the shows I've been doing for the last couple of months. Monster Musume, Rambo Kitan, Prison School, those kinds of works. But that's fine. So let's begin with this all episode 10 review. Now, last week, Darling went on a date with Mrs. Smith, just to get the inside scoop of what's really going on. And then we found out that this threatened letter saying I'll kill if you marry someone, signed D, whatever. So, we're trying to find out what the D stands for. Now, it's not a dragon cross, so that's out of the question. So now, like I said, last week they had to split in teams of 2. Mia and Miro went on a date with Darling, so that's that. So now our next team, well, actually no, take 2 monsters and 1 monster from the Mon Squad to keep an eye on them. So like I said, we have Mia and Miro with the centaur, with the ogre. So this week, episode 10, Everyday Life with a D. But now here's the thing, I'm not sure people are gonna say these nuts, but come on, it's just junk. People are gonna get reactions to that, but that's okay. Now, episode 10 is basically what people like me expected from the manga, which I know some of y'all have read it before. So, teams of 2. The next team is with Pappy and Sue, best female monster friends for life. Those 2 are in the forest having a barbecue with one of my favorite monsters from the Mon Squad, Zombina. Now, do I see Darling and Zombina together? On a scale of 1 to 10, if I would have shipped those 2, it would probably be 8. But that's okay. But anyway, they're in this forest where there's a bunch of waste there. And again, we're talking about she's using the zombie references, like, in zombie movies when you get on the waste thing, everything's gonna happen. You turn into a zombie, this and that, and it's flipped out. So, while they're eating barbecue, they got this giant tree monster just coming out of nowhere and smash Zombina to the ground. Which we all know, because she's the power of a zombie. She can't really die. Anyway, that being said, we found out the tree monster is actually Pappy's friend, Key. But Pappy don't remember, because remember, she's a bird brain. You take 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, and all of a sudden, can't remember it. That's what she is. But she's really, really good friends with this tree girl named Key, whatever. And this was a lot of bondage situations here. Tree tied up on Pappy's body, even on Darling's crotch, which we all know what happened to it. Too many splinters in that one, let's put it like that. Now, everything was good until when Sue tried to escape, it fell into the pit, which fell into the waste. And for some reason, somehow we have a Godzilla reference. Seeing Sue with the spikes on her back and blowing out lasers out of her mouth, this is kind of like, how do we say, SUUZILLA, put it like that. So, you take Sue, flip the scales, you get SUUZILLA. Now, the fights, and the setting was so like what you expect from a Godzilla movie, if y'all seen it. With the background of the mountain, and the overloadable graphics, you see Godzilla face, and this is what SUUZILLA would do. So she's facing the tree monster, one at a time, they're facing one by facing dodging bullets, dodging. Darling is Pappy's boobs. As she's moving, it's like swaying the boobs too much. That's what it is. Now, to calm her back to normal, this is one of those Yuri moments, because this is one of those, again, Yuri moments, which I know everybody would like. So they had to suck the nutrients out of her. And by nutrients, I meant her boobs. Now, this is the funny part. Pappy starts sucking her boobs, and that didn't work out. So they tied her up. She's out of the question. I tied her up. So now we had Pappy being stuck, and Sue was trying to face the monster, Darling had to go suck her nutrients. And while he's sucking the nutrients out of her, the tree, her using of the trees, grabbing Sue's boobs and started sucking the nutrients out of it. So there was like a three-way either, let's say, yuri moments in this one, because they were so turned on that all three of them fell down. So, first half of it, let's just say that everything worked out good. All the pollutants, the toxic, all that stuff is out of the way. And now Kai can live in peace in the forest where nobody can dump toxic waste. Now, even though she hates him, it's still one of those funny moments where it's like, okay, we're not going to hurt him, but if he ever try hurting Pappy or Sue, I will kill him. But Pappy and Sue understands. They love him. They're not going to hurt him. Come on. What you expect? But yeah, that was the first half. Now, the second half was, again, teams of two, where we got my favorite monster girl, Centaura, and the spider chick, which you probably didn't see till like in the middle of the second half. And who's watching her from the Mon Squad is the Cyclops. The kind of like one of those monsters don't even like about, that no one don't like. Which I do find her a bit attractive because she's so nice and innocent. But Centaura, she took protective thing way too far when she dressed in the armor suit with wings. It's like looking at a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's like you look at a card, you're like, wait, this one got a monster with wings, and she looked exactly like that. But she took overprotective way too far, causing this scene. It's like a threat. Trying to just like Alphonse or whatever, with that suit of armor or whatever, that kind of thing. So she's been caught by this devil, and this little devil with a tail-like figure like you've seen from To Love You, like Lala tail. It's kind of like that. So because Centaura's ass is big, yes, that ass. Her ass was so big that her ass kind of stuck to the door, and not only stuck to the door, knocked a few machines down, and not only knocked the machine down, but she used her ass to knock Darling out, which was so funny. I mean, that ass, like, come on. I know since she's a horse and all, but keep it down, keep it low. So they went to the picnic, and what transpired was not what you expected, because the food, let me tell you about this. She's a herbivore. Okay, we get that. Okay? But when it comes to food like her, I get it. We should be honest of eating herbivore foods. I mean, take it from me. I eat salad. I eat fruits. Hell, I'm a carnivore too. Omnivore thing. Yeah, that's me. But for Centaura, I can't blame her for making healthy food. You know, healthy food make us big and strong, that kind of type thing. But yeah, so we know that she made a mistake. She went out to the park for a deep breath. But here's the thing though, while they're doing that, it's about the boar, a wild pig in the park. Let me tell you, this is a little awkward. If there's a pig, a wild animal in the park, why are you guys still having a picnic there? Not to mention there's a whole lot of people in the park. If there was a sign that says warning, bats, we got a lot of bats there, would everybody go there? No. But come on, if it was a sign that says wild boar, a big ass boar, and yet everybody is just chilling in the park. Now, the one that you saw running, she's in the manga, but I won't spoil it for those of you who haven't read it. But if you had time to read it, then you'll see her. You know what she is. But anyway, like I was saying, we had the devil hypnotize her. And as soon as she came back, she went in. I mean, literally take off the shirt, making her grab the boobs, which was his fantasy from day one, to grab her boobs like that. Normally, she would grab her boobs and she freaks out. But for him, he was lucky enough to even hold the boobs. So it went from grabbing the boobs to like putting her boobs into his chest, rubbing back and forth. And it was so good for him. He had nosebleeds, and I'm like, oh goddamn, he about to get it. He wants some of that milk. But when the boar chasing that devil, it kind of stopped her from being hypnotized, and she was so silver now. Darling saved Centaur's life, and Centaur saved his life, but then he broke his ankle. But she felt bad that she couldn't do anything right. I mean, I know centaurs have this kind of thing about protection, being overwhelmed, being on one side thing. We get that. But if Darling was gonna jump over, he sat on her, but he broke his ankle, which I'm a little curious. I'm like, wait, if your ankle's broken, why are you still able to leap on her? And it was so beautiful to see him hugging Centaur as they left. But I ship those two, I really do. I really do. So the spider chick, which we haven't mentioned because it wasn't at her time to date, she not into that dating stuff anyway. She found her new Yuri friend, Lilith, that little devil girl. So tied her up in the attic, where tied up in some bondage S&M fantasy, and the devil girl really likes her. She really likes to get tied up by her, which I know everybody likes these days. Unless you're that type of person that likes to tied up by the spider chick, then yes. Now, Centaur food, making healthy food, but you gotta have Pappy and Mia disrespecting her food just because they're plants and everything, grass, tomatoes, all that stuff. You're gonna feed it to Sue. You fucked up. You two monsters are fucked up. I know you guys want meat because you guys eat meat, but come on, at least try to eat something healthy. You guys want to be fat? Oh wait, you're already big. I forgot. Mia's a big snake, and Pappy's brain dead as ever. But they gotta eat something. I mean, at least Miro's trying it. Sue is Sue. But you get the idea. But long story short, I'm not gonna lie, this was one of those funniest episodes where it's Yuri moments in this one. There was a lot of Yuri moments in this one, which ironically everybody likes it these days. So next week, this is one of those things because this is from the manga because they're covering it too fast. But next week, they're gonna feature the new monster of the group, where the title says "Everyday Life with Dulion." So if you guys know what that is, just look up Durara and look up Celti. That's it. Not to mention, the Mon Squad is going on a date with Darling. So I'm looking forward for that too, because remember, I read these mangas, so I already know how this is going to go to it. I'm not going to say it, but you guys should watch it. Again, this was my review of it. I do apologize for this week. I'm not going to get much in Wi-Fi here, but I'm doing reviews for this week just to see how this turns out. But like I said, tune in next week for Monster Musume. Let's see how that turns out.